Well, either way, it looks like a pretty relaxed place. You can get right up. You can get right up to the building and check it out. You can walk onto the field, and they just have a sign that's saying you could be loitering. They let you walk up onto the field. Also, some good shade here. Oh man, it looks pretty neat. It'd be cool to walk around inside. Maybe the homeless are pushed in the north to the north parts, because I haven't seen really any in the south. The library is supposed to be down this road somewhere. This library is huge. This whole thing, I gotta check parking. I didn't want to drive because I figured parking would be pretty tough. But wow, look at this. It's a Sunday. I don't see any regulation. There's lots of space. The library is huge and a weird design. Downtown? Am I downtown? I think I am. It's a pretty relaxed area. It's pretty relaxed. Library's open 1 to 5 on a Sunday. Oh, here's the rules. Okay, now they're gonna get tough on people. Handicap is available and they're watching 24 hours. Those are some tough rules, man. Looks like they lock a gate. This is a reflecting pool. This library is such a maze. Wow. This is the genealogy. Yeah, steampunk. These seem more like art pieces instead of actual useful things. Have you seen it all? It's like a typewriter and what a mess. That's pretty cool. So there's actually like one or two that are actually believable. Did I check these out? Sphere. That is crazy. Congress make no role at law respecting establishment of religion, prohibiting exercise. There's a news museum. Seems like it's for kids. Yep, kind of. Yeah, this is all for kids. Say it funny with cartoons. This is in the library. Interactive News Museum. Alright, so they're hosting on the top floor of this news museum. Linotype. It's all free. This library is something to tour. This is pretty cool. Info Zone. All the newsboys. Greek, Inky, Ace, Buckshot, Freckles, Gook, Sharky, Specs, Pinhead, Slicker, Spider, L, Cocky, Piggy, Speed. Great names. Here we go. Spud, Sloppy, Chuckle, Squintly, Fat, White, Hovey, Shorty. Great. Are those for movies or actual? What is this thing? What a mess. Melting pot? Oh, wow. I've never seen one of these.
Now this paper, I think, is 1906. Okay, we couldn't make paper out of this.
I don't know how readable this is, but this is funny. So these are the mistakes they've had on the front page. Dog-eating Filipinos. Rebel threats keep traffic light in El Salvador. Fried chicken cooked in microwave. Winds trip. 5-foot pole caught in toilet. Woman relieved. Sharon to press his suit in Israel. Milk drinkers turn to power.
And what we think news will be like in the future. Hi, I'm Hoagie. I've got your Star Journal and Pueblo Chieftain headlines right here.
Oh my god.
Before the newspaper was delivered to individual houses and sold in stores, newsies like me...
His eyes open too.
...on street corners. It was our job to shout out the paper's headlines. Extra editions featuring the breaking news of the day were always hot commodities. Here in the info zone, you can get the latest news from our Associated Press electronic billboard. It's just up over your shoulder. Check it out and see what's happening.
What?
Now get moving. There's a lot to see and do in the info zone, and I got a job to do, mister.
You just press this button to get them.
Want to buy a paper? It's all right here. Hi there. I work the best spot in Pueblo, the Info Zone News Museum, telling the Star Journal and the Pueblo Chieftain. We newsies always respect each other's turf. If one of my buddies sells on another guy's corner, he's got to do what we call dig up and buy a full price paper from the territorial owners. A lot of us newsies give the money we earn to our families to help pay the bills during tough times. You can also save up to buy something cool, like clothes or a bike.
This is a dizzying view. Whew. You'd fall to your death. Oh, you can see downtown. That's pretty cool. And recycling. So these guys actually call themselves the Historic Chapel. George McCarthy. Alright, this section of the neighborhood in Pueblo is giving me some flashbacks of Rice Lake, Wisconsin. There's a lot of similarities with the house designs that really line up with my memory. This hot sun ain't so bad in the shade when you can get it. It's not good for sitting in the car anymore and walking in the sun. Shade has definitely become much more needed now. I find this interesting. At this Mexican bakery, it looks like they're making homemade paper mache, whatever they call those things. Or maybe, no, I don't know. Oh, no. There he is. All right, you give cucumbers about a couple of days in the fermented cabbage water, and they're pretty tolerable. They taste better. Well, it's pretty rare that I sleep in a Walmart neighborhood market parking lot, but that's what I did. They don't have those lot cops. They don't have any warnings about overnight parking. It's kind of more on the outskirts. It's more unusual to sleep in a neighborhood market parking lot, but if you can get away with it, I guess. I think somebody slept in the Lowe's parking lot here. Yeah? I can go that way? Okay.
Right there.
Alright, so it's $1 for a small coffee here, and then I paid $1.39 for a refill. I thought that a refill would not be cheap, would not be more expensive. I've never encountered that before. Everybody's different. I mean, I would expect, this is 7-Eleven. I would expect them to be the same price as a small cup of coffee. But she says refills are $1.39, small cups of coffee are $1. You know, it's pennies, but it's significant enough for me to dissuade me from going back to 7-Eleven. So once again, a small cup of coffee is $1 and a refill is $1.39. I mean, I guess I should have just bought the small cup of coffee and then poured it into the container, my container. You know, I did take a little extra, and I don't need to take an extra amount. I shouldn't be drinking so much coffee anyway. But it's like, what? It shouldn't they charge what, the medium price? I don't know. It's stupid. All right, I'm soaking burdock and dandelion root in here, and then I also added some cloves to try to give it a little good flavor. This actually makes it really extra bitter with the roots. She asked me if I wanted to be on a rewards program, and I asked, well, what are the benefits of that? She's like, okay, you buy your coffee and the 7th one is free. And I'm like, okay, how do you keep track of that? And they're like, on the app. So then I go to my iPod to check to see if they have a Wi-Fi connection at the 7-Eleven, and there's nothing. They have an app, but they don't support that app with any Wi-Fi at that store. There's no Wi-Fi. I don't even know what signals they had. There's some weird maybe from another store signal. But why would you have an app And in a store like this, like Walmart's got an app, and they also have free Wi-Fi. If you're gonna have that app and you want people to use it, maybe you're a store, maybe offer some Wi-Fi. I don't know, what's quite interesting to me is the gas station does not regulate the bathrooms. I just walked in, no lock, didn't have to ask for a key, didn't say bathroom for customers only. And on the other side of the road here, we got a trailer park. Actually, it might be more RV than trailer. But these people are civil enough not to overrun the gas station. Break down boxes. It could be retirement. Not sure. But there's over 100 people here on the gas station. Doesn't have to clamp down on bathroom use. Looks pretty clean. Maybe the owner has a hard fist. He slaps down a hard fist. Most of the time, any service business needs to regulate activity. And there's no end. They didn't even put a fence up. Except for this guy right here. No fence either. Very civil. Should probably fall back tomorrow and park in this park. There's a little activity. He's mowing, so what else has he got to do tomorrow? And maybe I could clean out my car in peace. These posts can't stop me. No way. Looks like a better route than on the side of that road back to the Walmart. It's amazing how Canadian geese graze like cows. I passed some, I didn't think to record them. They just graze like cows practically. Cows that can fly. It can be a little harder to recognize my car when my bicycle's not on it. But I'm not picking up any goat head thorns on my tires around here. Why can't the US be a whole drug-free zone instead of all these individually labeled drug-free zones? Alright, well, I just slammed a lot of cayenne pepper. Maybe this stuff could be contributing to my stomach sickness. Wow, that burns. Alright, the cayenne has made my stomach sick. I have this conundrum where I worry about my heart going out on me, so I take cayenne too much, and then that makes my stomach go out on me. Alright, so it seems like within a minute after I said my stomach got sick, it recovered. It really comes in waves. I gotta be careful. Check this out. The motion sensor is on the mirror. There's nothing under here. It's not. Yeah, okay. There it goes. Weird. Alright, I just want to say that I'm in the market for a third step stool. Because even though it's nice to raise up the computer, I also need to raise up the keyboard too. Have 3 would be ideal. See, the loading jug charged 99 cents for a refill. That's cheaper than the 7-Eleven. Definitely loading jug is more preferred. Gas stations are more preferred than McDonald's, and loading jug is more preferred amongst the gas stations. It's kind of interesting what Nomadic Fanatic does with this RV, because I think most people will ground their RVs for a month at a time in lots, while he's driving every day practically. I would not appreciate the blackbirds as much. I never appreciated the blackbirds as much as I do now after listening to Grackle, because this sound, I'm not thrilled to hear the blackbird, but it's so similar in craziness to the grackle, which is a sound I actually enjoy hearing. And it's just so funny to think that even on the landmass, these are not islands, and they're birds anyway, but for some reason there's this line that's drawn separating blackbirds from grackles. I've kind of seen them hang out together in South Arizona, but there's a clear line that's drawn in the northern part of New Mexico, where it's just it switches from grackles to blackbirds.